In 1857, Robert Baden-Powell was born in London. His father was a geometry professor at Oxford University, and he had 9 siblings. After being an exceptional student, he entered the British Army at the age of 19 and served in India and Africa.
Inspired by his experiences around the globe, he founded the Scouting movement in 1908 when he published the first edition of Scouting for Boys.
Hello, you boy in the corner there. You ought to be a Boy Scout. You're a fine-looking fella, and I know you'd make a jolly good backwoodsman by the look of you. You're ugly enough anyway.
His first official scout camp, now known as the Look Wide Camp, took place in 1908 at Humshaw near Hexham. The senior troop visited the site during their hike in 2014.
In 1915, John Lishman started the 8th Darlington Scout group in Cockerton as something for local boys to do whilst their fathers were away fighting in World War I. And in the first few years, the group went from strength to strength.
In 1917, the Cub Pack was established.
In 1920, they were the World Band winner for drums and fife at the first World Scout Jamboree, followed days later by their first trip abroad to Belgium, and in 1936 they purchased their first marquee.
Camping is a pastime which oddly seems to have stood the test of time.
They're all basically the same, aren't they? You've been camping enough times.
I've never been camping. That's why this is such a thrill.
Jacqueline Thompson, when I met your mother, did she or did she not say that as an adolescent you were always intense?
Intense. I was always intense.
The group still cook on open fires, wash in rivers, and pioneer gadgets from wood they find. In fact, the seniors sleep in a bell tent from 1937. Despite the premise of camping hardly changing over the past century, there is something about it which has constantly attracted lots of people.
Well, it seems a little bit rickety, Doctor.
Yes, but of course it's fairly easy to get it up. It's getting it to stay up. That's what counts.
In 1936, the group's very own magazine, 8th Mag, was launched. It documented scouting and camping news of both local and national importance. The magazine still runs today, but more about that later.
In 1951, the first annual garden fete took place on Cockerton Green. This is a tradition which has continued annually and still thrives.
In 1956, the first ever summer camp took place at Kingsley Burn, a site which has proven popular since the group has returned there many times since then. They even went to the site twice in 2015 for summer camp and the alumni camp.
In 1967, the Den opened for business. The building, which had originally been a pub, had a hall built onto the back, and all sections of the group met in there. Before this, the group met at various places, including Cockerton School, Alderman Leach School, the Methodist Halls on Ashton Terrace, and Harrison's Laundry at number 39 on Cockerton Green.
Girls were first allowed to join the group in 1978, which was mostly a good decision, with a few exceptions.
I like being in the spotlight.
In 1999, Frank Beador became the group president, and in 2002, the group started camping at Spennythorn, where they have camped most Junes since then.